In this episode of Travels with the Bondi Vet, Chris takes part in Japan's Quirkiest festival.
Forget tea, kimonos and sushi. This is the flip side to traditional Japan.
Road tests Australia's best holiday for dogs.
Dogs, you really can't do that here. I haven't read the rules to this restaurant, but I'm pretty sure you can't do that.
And finds an Aussie outback experience
Up here, you can just see for miles.
that's a little bit different.
By flailing your legs around, don't laugh, by flailing your legs around, they think, oh, what's going on over there? Is that an emu in trouble?
Japan is a fascinating place. For one of the most populated cities in the world, Tokyo ticks along like an expensive watch. And when it comes to efficiency, it doesn't get better than their Shinkansen, or bullet train. Travelling up to 300 kilometres an hour, I'm heading 4 hours west of Tokyo to Okayama, where, at the Kurokun Gardens, the way of the tea has been going on for centuries. But there's no tea at Okayama's other ceremony. Right, let me explain. At the nearby Sadiji Temple, crowds are gathering because tonight, more than 9,000 men wearing fondoshi will gather for the annual Hadaka Matsuri, or Naked Man Festival, a festival held in a number of locations around Japan.
Now, it may not seem like it, but there is a point behind this. The point of the Naked Man Festival is to try to achieve good luck by catching these sticks thrown by the Buddhist monks. If you can catch them, a year of good times is promised.
But let's rewind. I've been invited to join a team from a local electric company, and part of the team bonding ritual includes the fondoshi wedgie.
Do you ever get the feeling they're preparing a sacrifice, and that sacrifice is a tall blonde Australian? Okay? No. So where things are about to get very interesting. Oh, why is everyone making that sound? Oh no!
The tight fondoshi, well, it makes sense because you don't really want them coming off during the chaos later, but I'm pretty sure the next part of the ritual, it's just boys being boys. Well, if you can't beat them, join them. Even as a foreigner, if you really commit to joining in and being part of the team, you are honestly welcomed like a brother. It is surreal. Me, a lot of naked Japanese men, and my mentor, Mr. Kudo.
Mr. Kudo, you may have noticed I'm not from around here.
Yeah. Family. Asahi Dengyo family.
This is family. We are family. All right, we look after each other.
Washoi is a call to action, sort of like our Aussie. With the wedgies and whacking out of the way, a lot of sake and beer consumed, my brothers and I are ready for the main event, the running of the naked man.
Forget tea, kimonos and sushi. This is the flip side to traditional Japan.
It's just after nightfall in the Japanese city of Okayama, where the annual Naked Man Festival is just about to kick off. My adopted team, a local electric company, are just some of the 9,000 braving the cold to prepare for a 300-metre dash to the Buddhist Sadaiji temple, where this all started over 500 years ago. Our end game is to have our spirits purified and to catch a sacred shingi stick for good luck.
It is currently -3 degrees. You cannot get any colder, and now they're throwing cold water. Oh!
Amazingly, I've known these men for one afternoon, but running through the streets arm in arm, we could be brothers.
The best way I can explain this is male bonding meets spiritual experience meets the craziest festival Japan has to offer.
The ritual of running and calling has a profound effect where you and 9,000 others are just mesmerised in the moment.
I don't know too much Japanese, but right now, washoi is the only word you need to know. Washoi! 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 See you later!
The crowds lining the roadside also form part of the experience, with some getting more involved than others. Even though it's midwinter, they spray cold water to cleanse the spirit and cool the frenzied mob. After the sub-zero run through the streets, we hit the icy cold temple fountain where your spirit isn't the only thing to get purified.
It's so cold! Somehow, if you keep on making noise, you feel warmer.
We're now closing in on the temple where the crowds have gathered to greet the runners. Our headbands are removed. It was here 500 years ago that the Naked Man Festival first started, when locals gathered to receive lucky talisman thrown by priests. Suddenly, it's like we are rock stars.
I don't know why. It seems naked man runners have groupies.
You can taste the anticipation as 9,000 men crowd into the temple to catch the lucky shingi stick.
Oh yeah, we're going in here now.
The catcher receives a year's worth of good fortune and a prize. Inside, it's like the world's biggest and noisiest mosh pit. Those in the middle hold up their arms to avoid disappearing beneath the heaving crowd. It may look like Dante's Inferno, but the energy in here is both hypnotic and electric. And that steam is pure body heat. The noise and feeling is unbelievable. It's as much about survival as it is shingi. We move as one. Above us in the temple, the shingi is being blessed by the Buddhist priests. At 10 p.m. sharp, the lights go out and the sticks are dropped. It's absolute mayhem, and the crush is unbelievable. Lots of sticks are dropped, but only one, the sacred shingy, brings a year of good luck. Getting the lucky stick is one thing, holding on to it is another. Amazingly, I've just touched the sacred shingy.
So he's got it in here. He's got it in here.
I'm not sure whether my spirit has been purified, but I can honestly say that it is one of the most powerful and peculiar experiences of my life. And just as I'm thinking how fortunate I am to be here, someone has managed to exit the temple with the sacred shingy. And it's all over.
Oh. So, I didn't catch the shingy, but I did touch it, so maybe instead of a year's worth of good luck, I get a week. I can handle that, but I think this whole festival, it sums up Japan. So many serious traditions on one hand, but such amazingly fun madness on the other. And yes, I've become the naked man. Udon?
There's good surfing around here. Meet Paris.
You believe that kisses at the airport, everyone seems to do that, so that's sort of appropriate. You can see something on the collar. Aussies love their holidays as much as they love their dogs. So you're going to combine the two. You and your new best friend are off to Byron Bay, perhaps the best doggy holiday destination in Australia.
These days, it's not unusual for families to want to take their beloved pets with them on holidays.
You're not driving, you know that.
Admittedly, Paris and I have only just met, but we're going to put Byron to the doggy holiday test.
All right, this is Paris's accommodation of choice. It's quite clear that if a dog could choose a holiday house, they'd choose this one with all the beds and the sofas and all the things they want to do but can't do because they have humans around.
And suddenly, my weekend for two has become a weekend for five.
That's all right. Do you want to give me a hand here? Would you like to walk some of them with me? That horse, it's a big horse, isn't it? If you want one, you're more than welcome to. I've certainly heard that Byron is very dog-friendly, but when it comes to getting a meal, is there a place around here that will give us a table for five?
Thankfully, there is.
Mine doesn't come in a plastic container.
No, not a plastic container for you.
Good.
Although Buster seems to have an appetite for something else.
You'll be kicked out for that. Dogs, you really can't do that here. I haven't read the rules to this restaurant, but I'm pretty sure you can't do that.
One thing dogs can do here is hit the surf. There are 5 no-leash beaches in Byron Bay. Perfect. Except when an unexpected storm blows in. So the dogs and I have decided to call it a day. Next day's no better, I'm afraid. So, like many holiday parents, I need a rainy day alternative.
Hi, Chris. We're here for your yoga class.
Doga.
Yoga.
Dog yoga, right?
Dog yoga, yes.
Excellent.
Well, this is Byron Bay after all.
We offer a range of services. Basically, we personalise the care for your pets.
So the theory is that while we strengthen the bods, the dogs strengthen the bonds of friendship, apparently.
It's called the dog door, this position. Yep, she's all right like that, however she wants to lie. Yep. And it's a really good stretch out for you, just stretch as far as you can. And basically, if Paris is...
What exactly is that doga position?
I'm not sure, I think it looks like a crouching dog position.
thing about driving the outback is, if you're an animal lover like me, the closest you get to seeing true Australian wildlife is usually on the side of the road. But I reckon we can do better than that. I'm on a property called Arkaba, which is a massive old sheep station, but there'll be no mustering. I'm not going to get on a horse. In fact, I left the cowboy hat at home. You see, I'm here to take a walk on the wild side.
Arkaba Station is in South Australia. It's about 5 hours drive north of Adelaide.
Must be Brendan.
Yeah, Chris, nice to meet you, mate.
Today, it's all about experiencing the outback and what it has to offer.
Very much so. It's a beautiful piece of land. And on a good day, you can see anything. Echidnas mating, common wallaroos, western grey kangaroos, your reds, emus, a tremendous amount of bird life. So we'll grab our packs, get our boots on.
Arkaba Station lies in the shadow of the spectacular Flinders Ranges.
It's quite easy to get distracted by these ranges you have around you.
It makes it feel very small.
It does. Not doesn't for you to feel small, I reckon that's something, yeah.
But it's the station's conservation work that's brought us all here today.
So that's a trap right there.
That's one of the ones we've put out to try and target a cat.
Feral cats kill as many as 2 million native animals each day in Australia.
He'd walk in here, be attracted by the thing that's in there, which you don't need to know about, trust me. Let's just say there's something tasty for a cat. And he just walks in and then...
So he's in there, nice shady spot, overnight. We're here first thing in the morning, pick him up and get him out. One more cat gone.
Next stop is Monique's Gully.
There's always a good chance of running into usually western grey kangaroos or common wallaroos.
But not today, it seems. So while the others stop for morning tea, I'm going solo and taking matters into my own hands.
Now, I've heard if you do want to attract emus, you have to give them something to draw them to you, otherwise, why bother? A warning, it looks a little bit stupid, okay? And by flailing your legs around, don't laugh, by flailing your legs around, they think, oh, what's going on over there? Is that an emu in trouble? They come over and have a look. I also said you can wave a hat around. If it doesn't work, look like an idiot, but get good abs. Yep. Let's get back to the group, shall we?
You'd think a sheep station would be flat, right? Well, you'd be wrong.
How high do you reckon we've come up?
Oh, I reckon probably 250, maybe 300 metres we can come up. Yep.
You really need your hiking legs, but Brendan's assured me that he's going to be worth it once we get over the top here. The view is meant to be 360 degrees, and last one at the top, buy for beers. Tonight. Oh, you know, the shortcut. Look at this. That is just an extraordinary mountain range. And you go right around to see where we've come from, and just everywhere you look at these incredibly steep escarpments.
So looking back over the area we come from, Wilpena Pound, and then coming through onto Arkaba with all that ahead of us. The Elder Range, nice and high.
High?
High it is.
I think it's high, don't get me wrong. I feel like I want to go higher.
And to do that, Brendan and I have hitched a ride with a local charter operator.
Oh, only once you actually get up on top of nature you realise just how vast this whole property is. And we've been in amongst it, which is something, but up here, you can just see for miles.
That's the very highest point, Mount Alec.
Wilpena Pound is one of Arkaba Station's natural borders. And from up here, I've got to tell you, it's one of Australia's most breathtaking sights.
Up quite high now to get a really good perspective on Wilpena Pound. And it's almost like a block of caramel ice cream. Someone's got in there with a scoop and really taken a big chunk out of the middle. It's a ridiculous formation, but when you see from up here, you see why it is such a special part of Australia.
An hour's flying time barely scratches the surface of this extraordinary natural phenomenon. But the meter's ticking, and Brendan has to get us all to our campsite.
Feet up, nice and warm around the fire. We get you guys in a nice hot shower.
Beautiful. You know, even though we may not have seen too many animals on the walk today, sitting here with a glass of wine in hand in front of an open fire and looking at the sun setting across these hills here, this isn't how you imagine the outback will be, but at the same time,
You've got to like it.